Urgent Dallas Cowboys fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here, we bring you daily videos with the latest Dallas Cowboys updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Hey, Cowboys Nation! Today, we've got some breaking news that's sending shockwaves through the NFL community and, of course, right into the heart of Dallas. You know how much we love to stay ahead of the curve, right? Well, this story is one of those that could change the landscape of NFL broadcasting and, potentially, the Cowboys fan experience. We're talking about a former Dallas Cowboys wide receiver, someone who was a key piece in their offense, a guy who signed a massive $100 million contract at one point in his career, who's now at the center of a giant buzz about possibly transitioning into the media world, specifically with ESPN. That's right, the same ESPN that covers the NFL with such fervor, and that's known for its star-studded cast of analysts and commentators. This isn't just some random rumor circulating around social media, it's gaining serious traction, folks. Sources close to ESPN, reliable ones, are indicating that negotiations are very much in motion. The very idea that a player of this caliber, with such an impressive NFL resume, might soon be joining the ranks of NFL analysts on ESPN is nothing short of remarkable. And for fans of the Cowboys, it's a bittersweet feeling, isn't it? On one hand, we loved watching him tear up defenses on Sundays, making highlight reels with his incredible route running and clutch catches. On the other, we now might see him lending his expertise and insight from the booth, breaking down plays and sharing behind-the-scenes stories that only a former player could provide. Now, let's take a moment to talk about who this player is. We're talking about a guy who was a true weapon in Dallas, a wide receiver who made a name for himself as a reliable possession target and a deep threat. His career with the Cowboys was filled with highlight catches, big plays, and moments that fans still talk about. He was paid handsomely for his talents, earning that $100 million contract, one of the biggest deals for a receiver at the time. But, as you all know, NFL careers can be volatile, and many players eventually transition into the next phase of their lives in media, coaching, or business. What makes this particular move so intriguing is the potential impact on the broadcasting world. ESPN has long been the flagship for NFL coverage, with a roster of former players, coaches, and analysts that bring a wealth of knowledge to the table. Adding someone with his experience, reputation, and charisma would not only boost their credibility but also bring a fresh perspective to their commentary. Imagine the kind of insights he could bring, breaking down game film, analyzing routes from a receiver's point of view, and sharing those locker room stories that only a player who's been there can tell. That kind of authenticity is what fans crave, and ESPN knows it. But of course, not everyone is on the same page about this potential transition. The Cowboys faithful, in particular, are divided. Some fans see this as a natural evolution, a guy who's been through the grind, who understands the game inside and out, and who can now help elevate the coverage of the sport. Others, however, feel a sense of loss, almost like saying goodbye to a player they admired so much on the field. It's always tough to see a favorite player shift gears, especially when they've left a significant mark on the team and its history. Still, we can't deny that his insights could make NFL broadcasts even more engaging and informative. Let's also consider the broader implications for the Cowboys. Having a former player as a media personality can sometimes bring additional attention back to the team, especially if he's doing analysis or commentary about the Cowboys' upcoming games or roster. It could create a new bridge between the fans and the team, with him possibly providing inside info or sharing perspectives that only someone who's been part of the Cowboys family could offer. It's worth noting that this kind of move is becoming more common in today's NFL, players transitioning into media roles and becoming voices that shape public perception of the league and its teams. Now, the negotiations are still in the early stages, and the details are being kept under wraps. But the buzz in the NFL media circles is that ESPN sees a lot of potential in bringing this former Cowboys star into their fold. They're likely envisioning him as part of their Sunday NFL countdown, or perhaps as a regular analyst in their game coverage and post-game analysis. His personality, combined with his football IQ, could make him a star in the broadcasting world just as he was on the field. Imagine the conversations he could have with other analysts, breaking down plays, offering predictions, or even sharing funny behind-the-scenes stories that make NFL coverage special. You know, if this move happens, it could also set a precedent for other players looking to follow a similar path. Transitioning from playing to broadcasting has become a popular route, but not everyone has the charisma, knowledge, and personality to succeed in front of the camera. This player certainly checks those boxes. And for the Cowboys, it's a bittersweet moment, seeing a fan favorite hang up his cleats and put on a headset. But it's also a new chapter, a chance for him to stay connected to the game in a different way, and for fans to get a fresh perspective on NFL action. In the meantime, fans are eagerly waiting for official confirmation. Will ESPN make it happen? Will we see him on our screens during this NFL season? That's the big question. The NFL landscape is always shifting, and this potential signing is just another example of how dynamic and unpredictable this sport can be. The league's talent pool isn't just about players, it extends to commentators, analysts, and personalities who help tell the story of football week in and week out. And this guy, with his proven track record and undeniable charisma, could be the next big thing in NFL broadcasting. As we watch these developments unfold, it's worth reflecting on the legacy he left in Dallas. His time with the Cowboys was marked by clutch performances, memorable catches, and a level of consistency that made him a fan favorite. His journey from a talented rookie to a seasoned veteran is a story of perseverance, dedication, and passion for the game. Now, as he possibly prepares to step into the booth, he's taking his love for football to a whole new level. For the Cowboys fans tuning in, this news might bring mixed emotions, pride, nostalgia, and curiosity all wrapped into one. But one thing is certain, whether he's on the field or in the booth, his influence on the game and its fans remains significant. And as we wait for official confirmation, it's exciting to imagine the possibilities, seeing him analyze, comment, and give us those unique insights that only someone with his background can provide. The NFL is always evolving, and this potential move is just another chapter in its ongoing story of talent, passion, and innovation. So, stay tuned, Cowboys Nation. We'll be here to bring you all the latest updates, breaking news, and in-depth analysis of this exciting development. The future might be bright for this former Dallas star in the broadcasting world, and we can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Remember, the game isn't just about the players on Sundays, it's also about the stories behind them, and this story is just getting started. Thanks for being part of this journey with us. Make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and keep your eyes peeled for more Dallas Cowboys news coming your way. Because, trust me, you don't want to miss what's next in Cowboys land.